Thank you very much and welcome to the Obama Show. Today I have no question card because I have no guests, unfortunately. However, we have an expected friend coming to visit our studio, the Matarchun on stage. Please welcome, brother.
Thanks.
Well, yeah, of course, you can have some coffee. We usually have guests who, prepare the questions and everything. Unfortunately, today I'm running out of guests, and we have you unexpectedly on our stage.
Matar Nyan Chun is the former president of Malik Sea English Club. He was the External Relationships Director of the Sheikh Anta Diop University English Club in Dakar. There, he was also the president of the Drama Committee. He was the supervisor of Malpa English Club, De La Fosse English Club, Jean de la Fontaine English Club, and Malik Sal English Club in Luga. He was an English teacher at DBA in Dakar. Currently, he is an English teacher in Istanbul, Turkey, where he was awarded the Best Teacher of the Year in 2017. He speaks 5 languages.
It's been a long time, brother. I talked a little earlier with a former student in Malik Sea. I told her Matar Chun is in Senegal. She said, what? Why didn't you tell people that you're back?
Well, so first of all, I would say hello, brother Obama.
Hello.
Even before speaking, I just want you to know how proud I am about you,
I'm the proud
about the Obama Show. So I'm not in Senegal, like I'm in Istanbul, but I'm following your show. Like the first time I saw it, I was tremendously happy and really proud to see you as a leader who's doing something. And I came here for a marriage of my sister, like a friend of mine in an English club, of course. I was supposed to leave as soon as I came back. That's why I didn't tell anything to anybody. That's why they don't know it.
But you couldn't miss the Obama Show.
Yes, I'm even sick, a bit ill, but I could not miss it. As I told you, I was kept in Dakar, but I said, anyways, on Saturday I'm gonna go and then just attend the show.
So I'm sorry I called you on stage without telling you before.
Yes, you're right.
But I had to because people, they miss you.
I miss them too.
And we want to know, where is Matar Chun right now? What is he doing?
Well, actually, I was here before, like 3 years ago. I traveled in Istanbul, in Turkey, and still I am doing what I was doing. I am teaching English in Istanbul because this is the best thing I do.
When you left Senegal, before you go to Turkey, you were not teaching?
I was teaching in Dakar,
Here?
in private schools.
In private school, okay.
In a Nigerian school, a bilingual school. I was teaching French and English to a whole college.
So why did you travel to do the same thing?
Well, first of all, I traveled to discover outside.
All right.
First of all. Second, let's be frank, like teachers in Senegal, they suffer a lot because they're doing, let's say, the most honored job in life, but they're not well paid. So for economical reason also, I went outside teaching. Why teaching? Because I said I had diplomas. If I'm about to move abroad, I'm going to move for a job that I know that I can do. Teaching is the best thing I do, so I'm going and I teach.
And how did you get there? Like you just woke up a day and they tell you, come
no,
to Turkey
not
and
like
teach?
that. I had a contract. I was working in a school here. There was a teacher from Russia, and he told me about an organization called ISEC, which is about young leaders going abroad to get more experience.
All right.
And I enrolled in ISEC, and when I enrolled, it was online. I checked all opportunities, and I saw the one in Istanbul. Like I had 2 opportunities, one in Istanbul and one in Spain. So I talked to my mom. I said, I have two opportunities, one in Istanbul and one is in Spain, but for same salary, same job. Then I say, I'm gonna take Istanbul. And she says, why? I say, because if I go to Spain, I might forget God.
I got your point.
I might forget God
Yeah, sure.
in terms of my religion.
Religion.
But if I go in Istanbul, which is in Turkey, I will still be the Muslim I am, and I'm not going to be disturbed in terms of religion. I will see mosque, and then we kind of have same culture.
So you did not choose Istanbul for financial reasons, but
Not
there's an
financial,
idea.
because it was the same salary for the same job.
Got it.
So I had to choose.
But still better than Senegal. Yeah, tell me.
It's still better than Senegal,
Unfortunately for us,
like economical reason. You know, Senegal is a good country. When you go abroad, you miss the country. You always want to come back. But when you come back, you still want to go work, earn money, and come back. That's the only point. Like
I get it. And you've taught English for how many years in Senegal before you
in
left?
Senegal, since my second year of university, let's say 2012
Okay.
until 2016. So 4 years.
4 years.
And
how
now,
long have you been teaching in Turkey?
Since 2016.
All right, 4 years.
Yes.
So what can you tell us, frankly, as you said, the difference between teaching English here and teaching English? I mean, the system, the way you teach there and the way you teach here.
All right. So let's say, in terms of teaching, there is something. For example, in Istanbul, they are amazed by me because when I teach, like I have a couple of teachers next to me, but we are sent weekly plans, and they take 1 day to stay at school to plan like what they are going to teach and how they're going to teach it.
The whole week, you meant?
Yes, like weekly plans.
Weekly plans, okay.
But I never plan my lessons.
And I have a friend, Ahmad Matar, and he used to say he failed to plan is to plan to fail.
Like, for example, when they give us the plans, I just see the main points. Like, I check them, and I go into the classroom according to the feelings. I just check what I have to teach today, then I get into the classroom according to my feelings and my creativity.
All right.
And this is thanks to English clubs. For example, I was here teaching as a student at university. Thanks to English clubs, we were teaching, but we did not know what we were doing, like how it was called.
All right, we'll back to you in a minute.
So, Mr. An, thank you for the attendance.
Welcome.
So, after having been in the Obama show, so what is the impression that you have?
A feeling of pride because, as I said it, I'm really impressed by the professionalism he has shown. He's conducting it with a masterpiece class, and that's really excellent. And I also renewed with an environment I used to know in the past, which is English, and I miss it sometimes. That was really excellent and very innovative also.
Okay, so one last question. What is the kind of piece of advice or the message that you send to students like me that just limit themselves into learning their lessons, having a degree, and waiting for the government for an employment? So what is the message you give to them?
Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, we have noticed that tendency right now across the country, or if you want to also Africa. We have to get that spirit of entrepreneurship. We have to get it because the prime, or if you want, the first objective of a government is not providing with jobs, but is creating conditions, providing jobs after. That's what we got to know. By doing what? By being, curious in a positive sense, not pejorative, of course. Like believing in something, thinking of something. The problem is we're not thinking of something. We tell to ourselves that these are limits. I'm studying, and after I will, maybe through a contest, have a job, or being recruited by the government. Take your time. Take every day 1 hour, 2 hours. Close your doors. Being in your room. Try to think something, because Apple, Samsung, I don't know, all Coca-Cola and stuff, all those big companies were not created by the government. There were some individuals who stayed in their homes thinking of it, and then they produced that worldwide brand right now. We have to do that and try to have our own stuff instead of relying too much to the government on the government.
So thank you for the piece of advice. So entrepreneurship is the key word. It is a solution also, according to you.
Right.
So it was a pleasure to have you around.
It is shared.
I hope we're going to have you back soon.
No problem.
So thank you, sir.
Expecting it.
I know some of my viewers are saying all his guests are English club leader or former English club member. But there is nothing I can do. English lovers are great. And when you went to Turkey, did you have to resort to your English club experience to be a good teacher?
Yes, definitely. I was teaching them from what I have learned from English club, from what I got from English clubs. Like, it was not the teacher, it was the English club member that was teaching other people. For example, I used to have students older than me, far older. For example, 50 years old, 59, even 60 years old. Like, they were really old. I could not be a normal teacher. I had to be another guy, maybe a crazy guy, a creative guy, to give them the knowledge.
All right.
For example, here in Senegal, let's say generally in Africa, teachers are teaching, but they don't care about what we call the teacher talking time.
Do you mean?
In general. That's why people don't speak English here very well, because they never care about the teacher talking time.
TTT.
There is TTT and STT.
STT.
There is teacher talking time and student talking time. And whenever the teacher talking time is more than the student talking time, you're not teaching. You're just speaking in the classroom.
Giving a lecture like this.
Yes, you're just giving a lecture. It's like a lecture, and that's what we see here. And there, with the training, they tell you, okay, speak less, let them express themselves.
All right. So what could you advise teachers of English in Senegal who always complain about the level of student? Like me, I always say, oh, my students. What do you advise them? Because when you see people, they stay here for 5 years or 10 years, they can't express themselves in English correctly.
True.
They do go abroad, they stay there for 1 week,
Sure.
or let me say 1 month. 1 month, and they start speaking perfect English. What do you advise teachers here who...
Well, what do I advise them? We shouldn't just say, okay, we are in Senegal, we have to follow the French program, because we have French program. Through the French program, we are teaching English.
Okay.
The English program says, play more, play games. It's all about games. It's a language. We shouldn't teach it with a complex way, like, okay, I am the teacher, you're a student, giving marks. No. We must focus on communication. Let's speak. We even do not need to come with a plan. Okay, today I'm going to teach you present perfect, past perfect, conditionals. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, students, when they hear that, they get bored. It becomes like mathematics. For example, a teacher comes and says, okay, today I'm going to teach you conditionals. In the mind of the student, it's like mathematics. He is trying to find what conditional is.
And the structure.
Until he hears if. And he said, oh, conditional means if. But what if you just could enter in the class and say, if I was the president?
Oh, yeah.
Then you tackle the subject. And through, for example, I have a way of teaching past simple. When I teach past simple, I teach them grammar and vocabulary at the same time, but they do not know that I am teaching both at the same time. For example, today we're meeting and tomorrow we will meet again. I say, okay, let's do something called my environment in terms of learning vocabulary. When you go home, look at your living room and your bathroom, check all the stuffs, take at least 5 in the living room, 5 in the bathroom, 5 object, check them on internet in English, come back with it. So when they come in the classroom, I say, for example, yesterday, what did you do in the bathroom? What did you see in the bathroom? And they're going to try to say, yesterday I saw the sink in the bathroom. So now they know about yesterday, they know about I saw, and they know sink, which is in the bathroom. So you give them a vocabulary and a grammar at the same time. So you don't need to come in the class and say, okay, let's see past simple. Like, it's really boring in my mind. Like, okay, past simple, past perfect, simple. Grammar is fear for students. But game, even old people, they love playing.
All right.
So we should focus on
It's so-
playing with children instead of teaching them.
What you're saying is so wonderful because I know some teachers in Senegal, they know about it and they, they are great
Like
teachers
you.
in Senegal. No, not me, of course. Great teachers in Senegal. But as you say, ideas worth nothing if they are not put into action.
That's
And
true.
I think that's what we have to do right now. We have people who can come and share their knowledge, their experience. It's up to us teachers of English in Senegal to put those ideas we gain from the experience people share here and what we gain from the workshops organized by ourselves to put them into action. You are a pride for all young Africans.
Don't
I have
pull
the
my
privilege.
leg.
Yeah, I
You're
tell
just
you,
pulling my leg.
I have the privilege to welcome on the show very talented and very committed young Africans. And I'm so proud when I see you teaching English in another country,
I haven't finished yet.
showing people that there are skilled young Africans. So my next question is, you are teaching in Istanbul, but we need you here. I'm not asking you to come back, but I'm asking you, what are your future projects for Africa, one, for Senegal, maybe some for the Obama show.
Well, actually, I am deeply inside. I'm planning to come back to Senegal, but not that easy.
Oh, yeah?
Right? Not that easy.
We look forward to that.
Because, like, there is a system. You have to go to school, after you have to go to a training school, and after be skillful and be a teacher. I am planning to come back in another way. For example, now I am on a project with my manager of the school of one college, because I'm teaching also in a university of one college. The project is, I haven't seen any competition in Turkey, English competition. So I have written a project called Each. In terms of like writing, it's different, but it's called English around chai. Chai means tea in Turkish. So it means children are going to have a competition in English put on TV. And my manager, when I showed him the project, he told me, as I told you before, what are your views? Like, what are your expectations? I say, I want the president to call me. Like, he say, how come? I say, my eyes are big.
Yeah.
I want the president of this country to see what I am doing to promote the language in the country and to call me. So that when he calls me, my country will recognize that I did something.
part I
Because
wanted
in
to say,
Senegal, that's what they know. You need to go somewhere else, do something great, and they say, okay, come, we need you now. But when you're here, for example, I know you're doing a great job, but you're not going to see anybody calling you. There need to be like a boom, a blow up, so that they say, oh, we need him, because they see profit from you.
Okay.
So show them the profit, and they're going to call you.
If they call me, I'm not sure the team will let me go, but anyway, let them call me.
I hope they will call you. Like, then after that, I will be back here, and still I have project. But for now, I don't want to spoil them.
And
for
you
Senegal.
won an award last year
Yes,
as
I
the
won.
best teacher. I don't know what.
Yes, it was the best teacher of 2017. I have given the most lesson in 2017 with one of my Iranian friend also, that I am greeting, by the way. So we were in the school, and in the year 2017 we have given more lessons, and we were very talented teachers, so we were awarded in that time.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, brother, for coming here.
Thank
it's
you
an honor
too.
to have you on the show. This is Matar Chud, my brother, my friend,
Thanks a lot.
my crazy friend. We used to be in English club, and it's an honor to see you here today, back to Senegal on a show, and we wish you a safe trip back to Turkey, not back home.
Of course.
I was about to say back home, but home is here, and we are looking forward to having you back in Senegal and to share your experience
Inshallah,
and
I
work
think
for the
I
community,
will.
because we need you here.
I think I will as soon as possible. Like, if means are okay, I'm
And,
gonna.
and
just-
don't forget to bring me a nice suit, watch, and stuff like that.
No problem. You're my
Okay.
brother.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
share.
Alright.
I'm happy and proud of you. Whatever you need from me, of course, it's yours. You know, we are brothers.
Really?
Of course,
I'll
yes.
call you tonight. Thank you very much for being here. But your message to the world, just share.
Short message. Like, generally, people have lots of regrets in their life. Just one thing: if people are ready to do something, they should start it now. Because when you see in life, people when they regret, they never regret what they did, but they regret what they did not do, right? So when you're getting ready, whether it is a project like this one, THEOBAMASHOW, whether it is a trip or a business, start it now. Because, as I said, you will never go back and make a brand new beginning. You cannot make a brand new beginning. But you can start now and make a new ending, because life is ending. So in whatever you're achieved to, start it right now. Never wait for anybody to tell you do it.
Don't wait tomorrow what you can do today.
Thank
you very much for this.
Thanks a lot,
I have
man.
something for you to take
Come
back
on,
there
really?
to Turkey. It's a pleasure. And share. If you meet the president, yes, you can give to him and let him have a picture, on the shirt and send to me for the promotion of this show. Thank you very much for being here. Next time, best time.